allows for the more physical technology at the same time.
Is this like a...
So it'd be like Florida, where I come from. Really state taxes, we have state.
So what's the premise of
this? Yeah.
The premise of this is to separate from the Union and become, California become its own nation.
Do you mind if I, because one of my friends is talking exactly about this. Not like if I give him your name.
Go ahead and take a card, and if you YouTube the name, all these there's about 4 or 5 videos of him giving speeches. He's the author right here. He knows way more.
Yeah, he was talking exactly about this. But I didn't know this.
It's actually a plan, modeled after the plan that Scotland just did, and they basically keep the dollar and keep the military intact, but every other decision is made by California. No problem.
Unless we're...
Okay, so what is your time frame for all this?
Good question. And I got that in one of the speeches the last exactly. It's 5 years of what I call social explosion. So whatever point it is that a good chunk of people in California are aware of this idea, that we could do this and that it would be beneficial. Scotland went from a discussion to almost completely in 5 votes, 5 years. So you do a vote, we're going to take back these powers. If it passes, we want to the next one. We're going to take back these powers. So it's gradually going to there was some harsh language like the Prime Minister. Their economies have gone up, intermarriage, trade, everything's just fine, collapse.
What would your gun policy be?
It would be the same as it is now. Basically, if the state becomes going to be an initiative. However, with more local control, you might have counties who want to have more freedom. Part of California allows. So,
kind of seeing us on right now. Very liberal, I guess, on the CCW license versus like San Francisco.
Right. And there is something about not very venture versus you're in one area.
I beg to differ with you on that one.
But the cool thing is that it's still counties. Okay, so if you're like living in San Francisco or Fresno, Portugal, they want to have a more liberal government, they can do that. Whereas right now you're based on the state system across the board. This at least gives the option that you might have some places that have greater freedom than California. SAC, if this worked, is going to have too much on their hands. And we can do it. So a lot of these are going to get pushed out the ground. By the way, my major selling pitch, and I have this documented in the book, Republicans, Libertarians, Democrats, and arch liberals, national commentators across the board say that still say things in the last 30 years. And what you see here is nobody's going to actually anything new or eradicate these situations of local recession that we haven't seen in 7 years. And we're trying the same old ideas we've done for the last 30 years. This is at least totally new. We are discussing this, and there is no other value. I have that document. I think that since we're in such a horrible situation, new ideas because we are radical or at least one.
I believe that, but I think succeeding here for the United States is a book.
It is, but it's not successful. It's a national sovereignty.
Yeah, but sovereignty comes with an interesting connotation too.
But
I'm not saying civil war, I'm not thinking civil war. I'm thinking, I think sovereign citizens, sovereign nations, just have that,
It is, but with those two key things in place, and this is what not just for Scotland, but for 20 other nations around the world right now, found literally in all cultures. So it's a very fun but it's universally Liechtenstein, New Caledonia, Kurdistan, Quebec, and then before that, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa.
So what, is there like a big people that are doing this? Is this you reining in the whole thing?
Yes, right now. But
it's all you.
just trying to get
Would
the
you be
idea.
president?
I'm I'm not running for any office.
Well, somebody's got to be in control.
I think I've heard this question before. I think there would be a lot of natural leaders who would pop up if this went. Here's why.
And what do you do with all like the crime rates and the drugs and the meth and all? I mean, how do you control all that?
Well,
Clean that all up? Get rid of it? Yeah.
if we're going to talk about that, I would say that the national government's drug control policies have been messed up for quite a while. When W. Bush was president, the DEA went to him and said, meth is a new epidemic that's spreading across the country. We need to put the majority of our funding into meth. No, let's put the majority of our funding into stopping weed. Look it up, that's not the thing. So they're saying, oh, weed's horrible, but meth, which destroys lives and creates criminals. That's cool. That's how they literally had to policy.
On all businesses in California, the debt of California in 2030 removed within the 100,000 extra jobs.
Democracy works best closest to the people it serves.
Greater global security.
You know that it's the distance from Sacramento to DC, the distance from Sacramento to Hawaii.
Roads, schools, business, people,
It takes forever. Most of half the country is about halfway down the middle of the country to DC. So 80-90% of the American population is 4 or 5 hours away from DC, whereas we're 20. So that means we're always going to be this responsible. We've had trade issues ready to go where California farmers would produce ag and sell it to Asia, and we would have had, I think, 50,000 new jobs. W. Bush sat on it for 8 years, Obama sat on it for 4. Republican, Democrat, exact same response to our needs. They just wait, it's not important.
Go ahead and take that card, sir.
Pardon?
Go ahead and take that card.
Okay, thank you.
And if you get on YouTube and you type in Marcus Ruiz
Try
Evans,
to stay,
there'll be videos explaining the book more thoroughly.
but
Yeah, I don't go on. I don't have
absolutely, you don't
I don't
have
have a
internet.
computer. I don't have a
Yeah.
computer.
And it affects the teaching world. And,
What would you say? What would you say the definition of subnational sovereignty is?
Kind of like what Scotland just did this in England. They basically keep the military, keep the dollar,
I totally agree. You know where
right?
the
Keep the American military providing that defense. Keep the dollar as the currency, and then basically make every other decision independently. Border, trade agreements, communication issues, stuff like that. It's all be left to the hands of California.
Oh, all that stuff would go back to the states.
I'll go back to California itself, not all the states. The other 49 states would still be the part of the feds. California would be its own separate entity type of thing.
I read a lot, right?
There's been crazier ideas for
I know there has.
California for years and years.
I know there has. He explains it and he makes a very good point. I mean, he's a lot smarter than me. I'm sorry, he's the author.
Have no ability to stop. There's a horde that constantly comes in and there's nothing to do about it. Over half the communities are not California now. They've heard about it, they're coming here to take advantage of our
welfare system, yes.
So if we
Free
stop
handout
it,
system, yeah.
if we had the ability to say, you already have a job set, and that automatically stops. We don't have that. Secondly, taxes. Well, but the other thing is that you know we pay one state budget extra federal taxes every year. We pay federal taxes, pays for military, social security. There's $70 billion in that. Pays for roads, dams, and schools in 35 other states in the South. This has gone on for 30 years. $70 billion is the equivalent of one state budget for all of California. The federal government has rated our schools, dams, levees, bridges, airports, seaports, and roads the worst in the entire country. Yet every year we pay to make sure that 35 other states who already have systems better than us continue to have them. 30 years. Have you ever heard of a cow being milked to the point of sickness and death? Explain how that's not us. Californians don't even talk about it. We don't talk about how we're doing. We don't talk about how we have to work infrastructure. We pay money from the feds, so we pay money out. Our levy over Sacramento, as bad as the one in New Orleans before Katrina. The federal government's known about this. Yeah, for 8 years, we get no money. By the way, New Orleans got $400 million, and we've gotten nothing in the last 8 years.
They had a hurricane, so
Fair enough.
you know, we haven't had anything that would
We've had national
chance to get
forest
an earthquake
fires.
here.
Fair enough. But our national forest fires are a national emergency. And every time our government doesn't ask for helicopters or assistance for defense. We pay 2 times the amount of taxes to deal with a national emergency. We pay once for federal taxes, no help comes, and then we pay extra to borrow choppers from neighboring states to take care of this. Milk, 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 milk. And it doesn't matter who's president. It will be the exact same result. Bush said he wasn't making much. Obama said the exact same thing. And then he said swap teams to the legal weed distribution process. Bush
Well,
said,
federally, it's still illegal.
right.
I mean, you can go to DEA agent, go to any place, and it's still illegal. You still get arrested. So
Right.
you can't have a state person go in there and do it. It's still illegal
But
federally.
it's, yes, but it does say something when the president says, I'm not going to look at this and do anything about it. And a year later, has SWAT teams funded. Everything we do
That's a state thing.
fair enough.
That's not a federal.
A SWAT team for a guy who's registered in business and filed all state work. Fair enough.
Anyway, I'm gonna go.
Okay, but if you check it out, I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Do the third features are possible.
I'm just interested, just for, like I said, I get out of California, I'm not. Just,
Oh, no, you have I was like, they like,